Professor, shall we start with the most fundamental question? Why do we need such an ideal generation today?
Because today's humanity has lost its direction. And I don't just mean in the religious sense, we are experiencing a moral and social earthquake. That's why our most urgent need is for a generation that performs its duty toward God with a clear conscience. Such a generation would pull humanity back from the brink of disbelief, ignorance, and chaos.
So you're saying this isn't just about individual faith, but a societal collapse?
Exactly. We're not just facing a personal spiritual emptiness, but a civilization-wide crisis. Look at the chaos in today's world. Political turmoil, environmental degradation, mental health crises, societal polarization. The remedy isn't merely technical solutions or political reforms. What we need are moral and spiritual guides, people who can illuminate the path for others, individuals with profound faith who will inspire insight, peace, and a sense of direction in society.
Let's talk about faith then. The text emphasizes that the most essential quality of this ideal generation is faith. What kind of faith are we talking about here?
It's a transformative kind of faith, one that doesn't just stay locked in the heart or on the tongue, but flows into a person's entire being. It changes how you perceive the world. Suddenly, the universe becomes like a living book to you. Each event, each tree, even the rain becomes a sign, a message. Everything begins to feel alive, compassionate, and connected. Through faith, a person understands their worth, realizes that they are a conscious, unique part of creation. It's like stepping out of a three-dimensional prison into a vast eternity.
That's a powerful image. You also mention in the text that they become boundless within their bounds. That sounds almost paradoxical. Could you elaborate?
Yes, it does sound paradoxical, but that's the beauty of it. A person of faith might be physically bound by time and space, living in a body, dealing with daily life, but their soul becomes unshackled. They begin to resonate with eternal realities. Their heart, through love and remembrance of God, stretches beyond the material. These people listen to the melodies of angels, metaphorically speaking. Their prayers aren't just rituals, they're ascensions. They live on earth, but their heart walks in heaven.
That reminds me of a passage you wrote about how they become a collective personality, embracing all creation. It's a striking concept.
Absolutely. Their hearts expand beyond the self. They develop such a depth of empathy that they no longer think in terms of me and mine. Instead, they feel responsible for all of humanity, for all of creation. Their compassion is universal. They smile at their enemies, forgive those who hurt them, and always look for opportunities to plant goodness in the world.
And they're constantly rising spiritually. You describe it as a journey toward divine closeness, with moments of reunion along the way. Can you say more about that?
This journey is both vertical and continuous. They are constantly ascending spiritual heights. Every moment, every prayer, every act of goodness is like a ramp toward nearness to God. And with each step, they taste a little more of that reunion, a peace that only grows. They don't feel weary because they know why they're running and where they're going. They don't despair in loss, nor become arrogant in success. They trust God, stay hopeful, and keep moving with purpose.
So it's a kind of divine rhythm. Now, let's discuss their ethics, what you call prophetic ethics.
This ideal generation loves unconditionally. Their ethics aren't just theoretical, they live it. They pardon others even in moments of anger. They notice their own smallest flaws while excusing the greatest faults of others. They don't live with resentment. In fact, they fight against it every day. And the tool they use in this battle is love. They don't shout people down. They melt hearts with sincerity.
There's also a balance between humility and honor. That was beautifully put in the text.
Yes, real humility isn't about lowering your dignity. It's about knowing your place in the grand scheme, yet standing tall with self respect. Like soil that gives birth to roses, humble yet essential. These individuals don't seek praise, nor are they broken by criticism. Their only concern is to keep their inner world radiant, to live by their faith, not by the approval of others.
And lastly, they seem to see beauty and meaning everywhere. Even thunder, rivers, or the scent of a flower can move them. How do they achieve such perception?
It's the gaze of faith. They see creation as a grand exhibition of God's names and attributes. They find depth and mystery even in mundane things. A leaf blowing in the wind, the crashing of waves, or a bird's song, it all becomes part of a sacred orchestra. For them, life is a sacred ceremony. Every breath is a chance to glorify God. And so they live in a state of reverent awe and thankfulness.
Thank you, Professor. I can say with confidence, this kind of generation would not only change societies, but hearts as well.
That's the hope. To raise a generation that sees this world not just as a place to live, but as a bridge to the eternal. A generation whose compass is love, whose map is faith, and whose journey never ends.
You've been listening to Whispers of Wisdom. Join us again for more Journeys of the Soul.